Hey, it's Farasue and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing hair care tools, which are a very essential part of a hair care regimen. What I'm going to do is give you a few examples of my comb and brush collection that are examples of what I'm talking about. So when you select a comb, you want it to be wide tooth and seamless. Seamless means that the comb is molded, but it's not two pieces of plastic melted together, because that seam in the middle can do damage to your strands. So this is an example of a seamless comb because there isn't a little line here in the teeth. So what you're going to be able to do is go through your hair and detangle it without causing tears. This is a seamless hair comb that I use, that I really enjoy using, that in my opinion does not cause damage to the hair. The right brushes. I use boar bristle brushes. This one is a Denman brush. Boar bristles are the closest to our own hair, and they are really good at distributing our sebum, and they are they don't cause as much damage. Can't say they cause no damage because nothing is perfect, but these are the least damaging than the hard plastics and other synthetic material brushes. Also, wooden brushes are good, and this is an example of a wooden brush. It's very smooth. They don't have those little balls on the ends that can snag your hairs and rip them out. So I buy brushes that do not have the little balls on the end. I prefer them. And yeah, so these to me are examples of Farasue approved hair tools that in my experience have not caused damage. This one is a little controversial. I absolutely love the Denman brush. A lot of people don't use it and don't prefer using it, but me, it really works for me. It helps me to organize my hair. And yes, I said organize my hair because of it's like not organized, and then after I go through it with the Denman brush, it's organized. It creates order in my curls, and I absolutely adore this brush. It is made from natural rubber, and because I have a latex allergy, I have to be very careful and cannot allow this rubber base to touch my scalp. So I have to use it on my hair only. This cannot come anywhere near my scalp. This is a no for me. So this brush, absolutely love it. It works for me. I do not find that it damages or causes more shedding or anything like that. Another part of this is keeping your combs and brushes clean. Okay, you have got to keep them clean. I get this big mamma jamma of Listerine Original Antiseptic. You gotta get the orange one. Minty Cool Mint is not gonna cut it. They used to actually use this in operating rooms back in the day to sterilize them. This is what you want to kill fungus and bacteria that can grow on your combs and brushes. If you're wondering why you have a lot of recurring dandruff, you've tried everything to get rid of it, check out your combs and brushes. Start cleaning them on a regular and consistent basis and sterilizing them with Listerine. This stuff is the bomb. Okay, so we've covered tools, combs, brushes, and the Denman. Okay, now let's discuss our hands. This is the Farasue's Garden Beautiful Cuticle Oil Kit. Within it, you will get the 5 do's and 5 don'ts for natural nails. You will get this Farasue's Garden fingernail file that has 2 grits, fine and coarse, a buffing block, and the Beautiful Cuticle Oil. It's a nice roller ball. You just unscrew it and roll it on your cuticles like so. And then you massage it in. And I do this just about every chance I get. I keep one in the door of my car so that way when I'm at a red light, I'm doing my Beautiful Cuticle Oil. And it smells so amazing. I absolutely love the way it smells. It is argan marula, clary sage, and pink grapefruit essential oils. So it has a nice clean scent, it's not overwhelming, and there are no synthetic chemicals in it, which is awesome. So this is really, really good for your cuticles. So I include the do's and don'ts. There's 5 do's and 5 don'ts because like nails are fragile and they are precious and you have to take care of them. And so I include this fingernail file, which is very important because your fingernail is made up of 3 layers. And so what you have to do is file them and seal them with the fine edge. So you're gonna take down length and make repairs with the coarse grit, and then you're gonna seal the edges with the fine edge. That is how you use this. And then the buffing block is for if you have any rough cuticles or patches on your nails. If you have a split nail, you're gonna buff it down and then seal the edges with the Farasue's Garden nail, fine tip of the Farasue's Garden nail file. And so then we'll move on to tools outside of the Beautiful Cuticle Oil kit that also go to assist. You need to invest in a good cuticle nipper. Pay up for this because it matters. It's kind of like if you get a run in your pantyhose, once you see a hangnail, if you don't cut it, nip it in the butt, it's gonna keep spreading and reaching down. And you don't want that because they hurt. So what you need to do is cut it at an angle, because if you cut it straight, it's gonna keep going. But if you cut it at an angle, and it will seal and mend back together, and then Beautiful Cuticle Oil will help keep it from getting infected and will help it to heal. Yes, it's all about the healing process. Cut it, heal it, okay? Think about it in 2 steps. But if you bite it, you're introducing bacteria from your mouth into it, which can infect it. If you tear it, like I said, it's like in your pantyhose, it's gonna keep spreading. But if you cut it and you let it heal, that's how you want to do it. If it's really, really bad off, get you some Neosporin and use Neosporin and then seal with the Beautiful Cuticle Oil. This is a type of nail clipper that I use. It has a flat edge. I like to use the flat edge because if you use the rounded one, I noticed that if I cut it, it would like kind of like explode the nail. Like, because I have kind of large nails. Like if you have if you can use a round one, that's great. But for me, my nail is too wide, and if I use it, it causes more damage than good. So use a flat edge. I cut it once at the top, and then I use the file. So those tools you will need in addition to the Beautiful Cuticle Oil kit, but that to me is the perfect way to maintain your nails. You can use this if you have gel or acrylic. I'm not very sure if it will mess up the lifted or anything like that, but that's only because I don't wear those. So if you use it and you have some insight onto that, but you know, they put solar oil. I remember when I was getting my nails done, I was getting oil put on my cuticles like left and right. So I don't think it will affect your synthetic nails or, you know, whatever you put on it. But I know that if I have my nails polished, it doesn't make any difference. It really just helps keep the polish looking shiny and keeps my cuticles really, really healthy.
Like, comment, subscribe, and head over to farasuesgarden.com and grab your Beautiful Cuticle Oil today.